My tits have not started. I always forget.
That's why I just keep it on now.
Just always
It's
have it
really
open.
bad for my computer, but I keep it on because if not, I forget, and then I get flamed hard on stream.
See, I just
Yeah.
keep
We're
the
gonna
giant
get flamed hard on
icon.
stream either way, Mumu. it, it don't matter.
Should have one of
Yeah,
those
that's
redeems
right.
saying,
My
"Are my
friends.
tits on?"
I have friends that flame me.
I'm gonna redeem, throw something at myself
Yes.
because I need to see if this update fixed my command. It fixed my command and it's loud as shit and it hurt my ears. So I'm gonna change that real quick before I go deaf.
Your box is a little off, though.
It's fine.
It makes it more scuff.
Exactly. Tits. Turn that shit down. Redeem it again. I'm gonna change the audio. TTS, no. Where's tits?
Where is tits?
There's tits. I found tits. I did it. Okay.
So purely for, like science, does that have a cooldown?
That is what?
Like, do you have that on a timer, or could I just spam the heck out of it? Theoretically.
Oh, you can spam the heck out of it. People do all the time.
Spend this massive amount of points I have on your channel.
People come in and do that all the time, and I just say thank you over and over. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
What, for spamming tits?
Yeah, for spamming throw something at me.
Thank you for spamming tits.
Thank you, thank you. You gotta thank them.
Look, it's his thing.
I get
This
it.
is my
you can
thing.
do that. Okay.
What the fuck? Maybe. I'm gonna load. After agreeing to help out at May Queen, the days just whiz by. And slowly but steadily, the number of customers visiting the cafe begins to grow. Mayuri's friends in particular have been a great help. Thanks to their incredibly vast information network, customers flock in just to see Lukaku. And for some reason, me. Among those customers are the Fujoshi girls? Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Fujoshi.
Yeah,
Fujoshi.
Fujoshi, let's go.
Who have
Just
apparently
like
decided to
Momo.
ship Lukaku and I. Oh, are we shipping? Oh, wait. Fujoshi, yeah, okay, I see. Yaoi.
Have you ever heard of
I have never heard that term, actually.
Literally means rotten girl.
I see.
Just like Mumu.
How dare you?
This is no
It's
joke.
true. This is no joke. It's true.
And yet here I am again, attempting to take orders while being interrogated. Ayo? Good day, madams. May I take your order? Oh no. Who was A and who was B? I forget.
I don't remember. Eeny, meeny, miny. I guess I'll go. Seb-sama?
Yes. What is it, madame? Initially, I'd introduce myself as Kiyoma, but I gave up after it became too annoying to correct people all the time. Recently, I've just been going by the name Seb.
Is Lukaku not working today?
Luca, she's helping out at home today.
Oh, you must be super duper lonely, Seb-sama.
Wait, shouldn't that be Anne?
That's
Yeah.
Anne. Ah!
Stealing Anne's lines.
Oh no, Anne.
I'm just gonna let him do it all.
Me
and Zumi will go on break.
Everyone, let's
Anne.
go.
Eh, you must be super duper lonely, Seb-sama.
Not in the least. She's just a friend, after all.
He's forcing himself to be happy. I can't bear to see him like this.
What the heck's Luka-kun doing? She shouldn't be here keeping Seb-sama company. Not doing chores or whatever.
Why? Why does it have to be like this? I want to scream out to the heavens. But I remind myself it's all for May Queen. I need to keep it in. That said, this is on the tame side of things. There's one other major problem I've been having. Worse than even these girls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Oh.
Every now and then, I can feel the male customers shooting me piercing glares from all sides. It almost feels like their negative feelings towards me are burning through my skin. There's no doubt about it. They have to be Lukaku's royal guard, waiting for him to come into work. For you see, Lukaku's picked up something of a fan club of male visitors recently. Daru's been working on the May Queen plus Neon site pretty regular, and some parts of it are already open to the public. One of those sections being the maid introductions. Lukaku's profile is right up on there, and that caused something of a frenzy over the @channel cosplay boards. To be honest, most of the comments I saw were fairly positive, but some folks whipped themselves into a tizzy, saying things like, "There's no way someone this cute could be a girl. I'm gonna go check things out." The end result? Distant customers. And so the worst case scenario happened, in which I am now being shipped with Lukaku by the Fujoshi. And Lukaku's fans want nothing of it. Seb is so, Seb is so lame, right? That whole Darkness Butler thing is ridiculous. Everything he's doing is fucking crazy, lol. What's up with that face, lol? So he can't get any girls. He prob just setting for spoiled goods. M9 crying emoji face LMAO. Needless to say, there's also a Seb defense force. There's no doubt in my mind that these posters are women. I can see why a creepy fat loser would be jealous of Seb. Yeah, you're all just jealous. You're all under arrest for libel. Libel? I'm gonna reveal your IDs and sue your asses. If someone like Seb can't get laid, there's no way in hell any of you are, lol. And so here I am, feeling like I'm sitting on a bed of nails. Guys, seriously? Come on. I know he looks beautiful and all, but Lukaku's a guy. What reason is there to be jealous of me? Why am I getting shipped with him?
What's wrong?
After I finished serving the customers, I grumbled to myself near the kitchen. Kirisu here overhears me as she passes by. She's carrying a plate with an omelet on it. She's probably gonna bring it to a customer. On the omelet, "Die" is written in big letters using ketchup. As much as I have reservations about this whole character of hers, customers seem to dig it. While Lukaku might occupy the spotlight most of the time, Kirisu is slowly accumulating her own personal army of maniac fans. I love the way Chris Nyanyan looks down on me with her cold, uncaring eyes. I've started to see posts like that on that channel, and every now and then I catch Kirisu in front of the PC looking like she's seen a ghost. Nothing. I'm just a little tired.
Don't slack off, you disgusting trash. I could lay into you like that if you want.
Kirisu flashes me a smile as she heads out into the hall. She stops and turns around to look at me.
Oh, that reminds me. We're having a meeting tonight, right?
Yeah. Sounds like Ferris and Daru have fleshed out their ideas for the PV. I guess they put something together?
Wait, Hashida?
I know. But hey, he's been pretty helpful with the whole thing. Let's have a little faith in him.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Kirisu can't hide the uneasiness in her voice as she carries her deadly omelet out to the floor. By the way, before serving the omelet to the customer... Oh.
Get down on the floor and eat it. That's where you belong.
is apparently among the things she says to them. Naturally, she used Daru as a reference point. The customers beg for forgiveness, and she allows them to eat like normal. But I don't get what's so fun about any of this. I guess I'm not enough of a pervert. Not that I want to be the one in the not that I want to be one in the first place. Hehe. Thus, despite having lost a great deal of its customers, Make Me Plus Nan is finally regaining some of its liveliness, little by little. I feel like slowly but steadily, things are beginning to look up. Oh, and as for our wages, Ferris wasn't kidding when she said she planned on paying us for our work. I didn't decide to help her because I wanted money, but she told me to use it for the lab's operating budget, so I accept her gracious donation. And just like that, the lab's money problems look to be becoming a thing of the past. After closing up shop for the day, we all get together at the lab. Like I told Kirisu earlier, we're holding a meeting to discuss the Make Me Plus Nan PV. Everyone sits in a circle around the table, and Ferris places what looks like a stack of papers in the center.
This is the script for our promo video, Nya.
A script? Aren't you turning this into a short film or something?
It'll run for about 5 minutes, Nya.
Wow, Mayushi never knew you could write scripts, Ferris-chan.
To tell you the truth, I only came up with the ideas. Daru-nyan did all of the writing, yeah?
I'm pretty happy with how the story came out.
But I don't think I'd be much of an actor.
Don't worry, I figured you'd say that, so I kept your role in line simple, Lukashi.
Really? Thank you. Since we're all here, how about we try giving it a read-through, Nya?
Makes sense to me. Let's give it a go. Ferris begins to pass out copies of the script. Since the promo video is only going to be about 5 minutes long, the batch of papers isn't particularly thick. That said... Hey, Ferris? Mind if I ask you a question?
Nya?
I point to the huge letters printed on the first page. Please tell me this isn't the title.
It's the title, Nya.
Ray made Itaru! Sweet Battlers. No matter how many times I read the text, it refuses to change. I'm guessing Daru came up with this bit.
Nope. Nope! You got it all wrong. I'm not the main character. I couldn't come up with a good name for the protagonist, so I went with the coolest name in the whole damn world.
Coolest? You've got to be kidding me.
Am I the only one who already has a bad feeling about this?
Is this okay? In terms of copyrights and everything.
No problemo, it's completely different from Rynet.
Anyway, save your criticism until after you read it, Nya.
If you say so, let's see who's playing who.
Everyone turns the page. Leading role / beautiful maid of love and justice, Itaru. Ushiroashi Luka. God, I cannot present her last name. Izumi?
Hmm?
You're fine.
Hashida-san, what happened to my role being simple?
It is.
Then why am I the leading role?
Lukaku's eyes are filled with tears.
Silly, did you already forget? I said I kept your line simple.
No way, I can't be the lead. Look, Anyan, listen carefully. You have a crazy amount of fans at Makeweed now. It only makes sense to make you our lead. Or, to be honest, it's frustrating for me too. Paris wanted to be the lead, but you're the only heroine we've got, yeah? Please, you have to at least try. Do it for me.
Despite his face still dripping with tears, Lukaku is unable to resist Ferris's pleas any further.
So, more importantly, Ferris-san? Yeah? About the other roles.
Utaru's rival, Ferris Nyan. Utaru's best friend, Rinrin, Amane Suzaha. Itaru's kind older sister, Momo, Kiryu Moika.
What about them, yeah? No, not those. The one after.
Cold-hearted hell-maid who torments Itaru, Chris, Makise Kirisu.
A hellmaid? Seriously?
I wrote a character that fits you perfectly.
There's no way I'm okay with this.
Oh, and you've got a sexy bondage outfit and everything.
Oops.
Hell? No.
Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong thing there.
And what the hell's this garbage?
Hell-made super slave, nameless, Itaru Hashida.
A super slave? What are you trying to make me do?
Oh,
No. You're the one who's going to make me do lots of different things.
I'll rip your brain out of your skull. I'll break your spine in half.
Daruka.
What's up, Mayushi?
What's this supposed to mean?
mascot, Goofy Mayushi, Hina Mayuri.
Oh, you're a dog.
Mayushi's a doggy?
Well, you're a dog.
Oh, that's
wait, no,
Ferris.
that's Ferris.
Okay, good. would have liked to hear Nesmi go nya.
Well, you're a dog, but you're actually closer to one of those mascot characters. You know, like the ones that show up in Magical Girl animes, yeah?
Oh, okay. But why's my name Devi Mayushi?
That should go without saying.
I suppose I'm the last up to complain.
More complaints?
Alright, listen well. Itaru's doting lover. Oh no! Oyen Seb Okabe Renturo. Why are you throwing oil into the fire? Are you trying to give me an ulcer? And what the hell's with the Oyen Seb? How dare you use my true name for something as absurd as this?
But Harunatan said, Harunatan is Mayushi's cosplay friend. Harunatan said going this route would make the video a huge hit.
So the Vajoshi's army is behind this?
Anyway, like Faristan said, save your complaints for after you read it through.
That's right, Nya. Come on, let's read it together, Nya.
Fine. I suppose you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, I guess so. We end up reading through the script, each of us voicing our own lines. It's like what we're doing right now. The protagonist's little tail, Itaru, he's a guy, spends her days attending an all-girls high school in the city. But Itaru has a secret. He, is an angel reincarnated from a different world. Ayo? The planet of Sora, to be exact. She has an important mission that she must complete. That mission is to fill our corrupted Earth with the power of dreams, just like the planet of Sora. To do that, he aims to become the legendary maid, the bringer of love and dreams. She trains endlessly towards this goal.
I'll do it.
Oh no,
I have to.
Wouldn't that be technically a Mumu? Because it's supposed to be Luca, right?
I don't know.
I think
Do
it
you
is
think-
in the
do you
But
script.
it says
Daru
that
will-
he's saying it. He's
Yeah, I think
probably
he's
just
saying
reading
it,
out
and he's,
what it
like,
is.
Solving it, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
go
it
for
has his name underneath, so...
Yeah, but that's the name of the main character. He named after himself.
Quick,
Oh,
go back
no.
and play the voices.
Oh fuck!
Can we do that?
I can if I do this. Config.
I feel like we're gonna need it for this part.
Well, maybe if when we hear what it is, well,
Backlog.
whether it is Daru or Luca, then we can assume the names are gonna be whatever their names are.
That is Luca.
That is
That's-
definitely Luca.
That's what I thought.
I can read it.
Okay.
This is
fuck.
where Mumu draws the line.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll do it. I have to. I'm going to participate in the Rhyme Sweet Battle, the global tournament that determines the world's best maid. I'm gonna win. Just watch me.
Fuck, you know what? I don't remember any of the names for this, so this is gonna be really hard for us.
We'll figure it out.
Something bondage.
Yeah, I
dominatrix.
think we'll figure it out probably.
That'll be easy.
Mhm. However, before him, stands a powerful, unflinching, unshaking rival, the great Ferris Nyan Nyan. Okay, well that's easy.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you? Ferris will defeat you and become the greatest maid in the realm, yeah?
But that's not all. The jealous witch, the cold-blooded hell-maid Chris, is lying in wait.
You maggot. Do you truly believe you have what it takes to win the Rhyme Maid Sweet Battle? Huh.
Oh, yo.
Ew.
Amumu?
Oh shit, is that supposed
It's technically you, remember?
I
It's
thought that
technically
was
you.
slave, well, cause isn't he supposed to be a slave?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I think it's the maid.
Oh, okay, I see.
That hurts! Don't whip me anymore!
Hello, Smurfy. How you doing? There. That's Nezumi.
That's the real Itaru.
Nameless, right? Yeah.
I see.
Ooh. Listen to your slave, Lady Chris. Whip me to your heart's content instead.
Hey, yo.
This is completely family friendly.
Hey, you walked in at a weird time, Smurfy.
Shut your mouth.
Oh.
Ah, delicious.
You know what's better? Smurfy has the listening only badge, so there's no video. So you're probably
No.
very confused on what's going on right now.
For
Amidst
context, this is Daru's fantasy for the maid cafe.
Nah. Amidst this cruel and desperate battle, there is but a moment of peace. Momo is Moeka, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's worried about you, Itaru. Your big sister can't do much to help, but I'm more than willing to help you upgrade your cell phone.
Ren?
That Suzaha?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
That makes sense.
Itaru, cheer up! Look, I got some grass for you. I found it in the open lot down the road. Nom. What, you don't want it? Then how about these? They're dandelions I found growing on the rooftop of Articon. Nom.
What is that?
Woof woof, this is bad, Itaru. Mayushi can hear weird clapping noises coming from behind us. What if it's the enemy? Whoa, whoops, that was just my tail. I'm such a dope sometimes, woof woof.
And so, the eternal power of love is all that stands between young Itaru and the depths of despair. Oh, Itaru, my beloved lord. Even if it meant suffering 1,000 deaths in the flames of hell, I would gladly give my life, my very soul, to save you from the pits of darkness. But I, too, am a being of the demon realm. My very existence stains you in the darkness. Ah, woe is this cursed body of mine. If I cannot escape this torment, heed me, God of gods, tyrant of heaven, who bestows such karma upon us. Slice these black wings from my back, and cast my soul into the eternal darkness. Holy shit, it's me. How will it all end? Can Itaru defeat her rivals and use the power of true love to win the Rainet Maid Sweet Battle? Good luck, Itaru. Until the day you stand at the top of the maid world. I was invested in that story. So, I have a lot of questions, but...
Let me just say this.
What is it?
Why do I have to swing a whip around?
You know, even Mayushi's not that dumb. And why exactly am I eating grass like a cow? What's the point of that cell phone line?
Oh, and by the way, Hashid is super creepy.
The hell kind of story is this? It's a mix between magical girls fighting heroines, some weird occult thing, and none of it makes any sense. There's zero consistency. How could anyone empathize with these characters? You're with me, right, Lukaku?
Yes.
Why is your face all red?
No reason. It's absolutely not because of your feelings for me, Kiyoma-san. Absolutely not.
Just so we're on the same page here, you realize that was a performance, right?
Anya. I'm sorry, everyone.
Ferris's expression darkens. No, Ferris. We're complaining about Daru's crappy script, that's all. Your ideas aren't bad.
What he said. Hashida's crappy script is what's no good here, so don't feel bad, okay?
Save me. Amaneshi, Mayushi. They're bullying me.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sounds of chewing grass. And Mayushi's just a doofy dog who doesn't understand anything.
Don't tell me you're both Ora too.
Kuzuha Mayuri can't help but burst into laughter at seeing Daru's eyes widen.
Mind if I fix the script up a little?
Yeah?
I don't know if a fire has been lit deep inside her pro-writer script, but Moeka chimes in nonetheless. Think you're up to the task?
I should be okay.
You better not destroy my awesome script.
It can't get any worse than it is now.
Ugh, you're merciless.
Honestly, I'd be really grateful if you could help us out here. But when do you think you can have it done by?
Tomorrow morning.
What?
That fast, Nya?
I think it probably just needs a little tweaking. The direction is wrong, that's all.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the biggest problem. But I decided to let Moeka handle it nevertheless.
Aren't you supposed to show us your article tomorrow, Nya? Are you gonna be okay doing both?
Yeah, I'll finish the article in the afternoon.
Wow! That's amazing, Nya!
Moeka may very well be more talented than I've ever given her credit for. Showered with our expectant gazes, Moeka blushes and looks away. With the meeting over, the lab M's go their separate ways. As usual, Daru and I are the only ones left at the lab. I consider brainstorming some future gadget ideas since it's been a while, but as I take a look at the shelves, I spot some PC parts and immediately remember something. I throw my sandals on and run outside. Dashing towards UPX, I eventually catch up with Ferris. Yo, Ferris!
Nya? What is it?
Well, actually,
Nya? Don't tell me you're going to ask me out at a time like this. No, you can't. I'll become a naughty girl if I don't go home, Nya.
she shoots me an alluring gaze. Just for a moment, I can feel myself turning red. But I'm fairly used to dealing with this cat girl's flirty nature, so I managed to pull myself together. Fear not. I wouldn't do something as nonsensical sensical as that.
Nya?
Ferris looks dissatisfied. She cutely pouts her lips, almost as if she were saying, I wanted you to ask me out. You just don't understand how girls think, yeah. I decide to ignore it. Anyway, it's nothing like that. I heard you're pretty knowledgeable about retro PCs. Is that true?
Nya? Ferris loves them, Nya.
Ferris' eyes light up in excitement. Well, actually, I'm pretty interested in them too. And we both have some free time. Would you like to look around some used shops with me?
Oh gosh, definitely. I can show you all the best shops, Nya.
Ferris's mood has done a complete 180. She has a huge smile on her face. It's moments like this when she seems her age. Actually, she feels even younger, if anything. I still can't believe that a young girl like this owns and runs Make Me Plus Neon by herself. I can't believe that until we joined the fight, she was doing battle with assholes like 4C this whole time. Just who exactly is Ferris Nyanya? I decide not to pry into her past. It doesn't seem necessary. And no matter what I ask, I'm sure she'd just reply with, Ferris is Ferris, yeah, or something of the sort. Honestly, as long as she's one of our friends, having fun with us at the lab, it doesn't really matter who she is. After spending a little time chatting, Ferris eventually decides to head home. On her way, she repeatedly turns around to wave at me. All I can do is stand and watch her until she disappears into the crowds of people. The next morning, Ferris and I are standing in front of the apartment building near Akihabara. I woke up to an email from Moika this morning. Well, let me read it. I contacted Ferris, so we're here now. Excuse me. Standing in front of Moika's building. Her place is located in an old two-floor building made of wood. It gives off a distant Showa era feel to it, and I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it was built over 40 years ago. When I say it has a Showa era feel to it, I don't mean that in a good way. The place is in terrible condition. The staircase and outside hallways are all full of rusted pipes and the like. I hope this thing doesn't fall apart. Ferris and I cautiously climb the iron stairs and head to Moika's apartment. I knock on the door, but silence. Hey, Shining Finger?
Moinyan?
We both call out to her, knocking a little more strongly this time. Still, no reply.
What's going on, Nya?
She could be asleep.
Nya, this is a problem.
Ferris furrows her brows, then casually turns the doorknob. And then, with a creepy creaking sound, the door slowly opens.
Oops, it opened, Nya.
Seriously? How careless is she? It's entirely possible that she left the door open for us because she knew we were coming to get the script. But even then, that's way too dangerous for a woman living alone.
Moinyan, they're coming in.
Ferris calls to Moika and steps to the doorway. Next moment, I hear a tiny scream. What's wrong? Did something happen? I immediately rush in after Ferris. Yeah. True chaos. Not the chaos that I, Hyou, and Kyoma seek. No. The spectacle before my eyes is that of which even I would not willingly partake in. Convenience store bags are strewn about with every which way. Empty beer and cocktail cans are scattered all over the place. Amidst the dirty clothes on the floor are the papers that I can only assume are research material for articles. It's all just a huge mess. I knew it. This woman couldn't clean to save her life.
Yeah, this is kind of amazing.
In one of the corners of the room, I spot Moika curled up into a ball on the floor. She's not even sleeping on a futon. I take off my shoes and step in. Ferris close behind me. Hey, Shining Finger? Sorry, but I need to wake you up for a second.
Oh, Nyan, we're here to pick up the script, Nyan. Oh, Nyan, I'm sorry for waking you up.
Person. And a Akabe-kun.
Hey! Get up! I speak close to her ear, causing her to sit up, blinking confusedly.
What?
What do you mean, what? You're the one that messaged us to say the script was done.
Script? Oh.
Looks like she finally got the blood flowing to her brain. Moika remembers why we're here. After slowly crawling over her table, she begins rummaging through the stuff on top of it. Books, copies of documents, and all kinds of other items fall onto the floor.
This should be it.
Moika hands Ferris a printed stack of papers.
Yeah?
Ferris seems confused. I curiously peek over her shoulder and see in big bold letters. Now you too can be a cleanup pro. 10 vital rules from a charismatic housewife. Yeah, no comment.
That's the wrong one. Sorry. That's another article I wrote.
Moika grabs a stack of papers from Ferris and puts it back to where she found it. She hands over a separate stack. Hey, Shiny Finger? Maybe you should get that charismatic housewife to clean your own place before you write an article like that. As I internally shake my head in dismay, Ferris reads over the redone script. She nods, clearly satisfied with the end result.
Wow, that's amazing, yeah? Everyone's gonna love it.
Really? I'm glad.
I take a look at the script and, yeah, the basic story is mostly the same, but all of our complaints have been addressed. The weird, vague parts have been cleared up, and now it's a proper made story. To be honest, I never knew Shining Finger had this kind of talent. He should be writing novels or something.
Also, this is almost done.
Moika points at the printer next to the table. What appears to be recently printed papers are still sitting in the tray. While there's still some blanks here and there, the headers and photos are neatly laid out. She must be using this as a reference to see how it'll look in the magazine. The article itself is about Akiba Maid Cafe Room. And judging from the headlines on the page, it's going to be about 4C's crooked methods and all the rumors surrounding it.
Oh, Nyan, you're a lifesaver.
Eat it when I finish.
Okay.
Before that, get some proper sleep, Shiny Finger. You have the day off today, right?
Yeah. Good idea.
Moika immediately lays down and closes her eyes. It's less like sleeping and more like fainting. Hey! This is not what I meant by proper sleep. Change your clothes and use a futon. No matter how much I shake her body, Moika stays silent. No other choice left to me, I cover her with a blanket that's lying nearby. Ferris and I quietly exit the room. Fortunately, the door has a push-type automatic locking cylinder, so I'm able to lock it from the outside. That's that. Now what? I look down at my watch. It's still only 10 a.m. I spent less time at Moeka's place than I expected, so we're ahead of schedule. Both of us figured we'd be discussing things for a while in Moeka, and then we'd head to Make Me plus Neon in the afternoon.
Well, there's not much we can do about it. It's a little early, but Ferris is gonna have to work, yeah?
I guess I will too. That said, we have maids on duty at Make Queen right now. Mayuri and Lukaku are both there. Plus 2 veteran maids who refuse to give in to 4C's threats. With customers fairly sparse during the morning hours, there won't be much work for us to do. Nonetheless, 2 of us make our way towards Make Queen plus Neon. Akiba in the morning has a different kind of hustle and bustle to it compared to the evening hours. Stores are either just opening up or preparing to, with workers and clerks carrying merchandise and putting up displays inside and outside. And since summer vacation is in full swing, there are more casual shoppers walking around than ever. I stop in at a certain corner of town. Why? The sign on one of the buildings in front of me reads used PCs. If we head straight to Make Queen plus Neon, Ferris will probably have her mind on work for the rest of the day. How often does she ever have free time like this? I wonder if I can use this opening to give her a bit of a break. Hey, Ferris. Remember how we made plans yesterday? You know, to go looking at retro PCs?
Mm-hmm.
Want to go now?
Right now?
Right now. Ferris seems surprised by my son's suggestion. She looks up in thought as though she figured out what I'm getting at, then grins at me.
Yeah. You should feel honored that you get to go on a date with me, yeah?
Who said anything about a date? We're looking for retro PCs for my research.
Oh, really?
What are you getting at? Ferris looks like she's plotting something. You know, like a cat ready to cause some mischief.
Hast off, yeah?
Ferris immediately vanishes from my line of sight. Surprised by the suddenness of all this, I turn around to find her right behind me. Huh?
Cast off complete.
In front of my eyes stands not a cat girl, but a regular high school girl. Ferris's trademark cat ears are gone. What are you plotting, Ferris Nyan Nyan?
What do you mean? We're on a date.
I said it's not.
You see, Ferris Nyanya was sort of dispatched from the heavens above. The cat ears are all sort of a spell that keeps her consciousness in place. That's why when I have those ears equipped, I can't get too cozy with any specific boy.
She gently laughs, but not in the cat-like voice she usually does. Her tone has changed completely. And there's not a Nyan in sight. If anything, she sounds more elegant. Sweet, even. Strangely enough, the small changes are enough to completely alter the atmosphere that surrounds her.
I suppose this is your first time meeting me, not Ferris, right?
What are you talking about? You're still Ferris. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That's true, but...
She quickly brings her lips close to my ear. What's this fragrance? A subtle aroma, sweet and fruity, tickles my sense of smell.
Hey, do you want to hear a big secret?
Her gentle breath brushes against my ear.
My name right now is different from my true name.
Ah. She's right. There's no way Ferris Nyan Nyan is her actual name. She has to have a proper name. normal name.
But you know, Kyoma, once you hear it, you might find yourself under my spell.
Your spell?
Yeah. A spell that'll make you fall in love with me.
Huh? Instinctively, I turn and look directly at her. Her eyes are narrowed and I can hear her softly laugh. Such a different air about her. I can hardly think straight, but deep down she's still the same Faris Yan Yan. The second I come to this conclusion, she pulls away from me.
No, never mind.
What?
Mayushi and Kunyan will end up super mad if I try anything.
What do they have to do with any of this?
Who knows?
Faris smiles and shrugs her shoulders before suddenly wrapping her arm around mine. She gently tugs at me.
Anyway, let's go, Kyoma.
Okay? Her tugging is so girlish that I can't even work up the energy to pull away and scold her like I always do. Faris smiles and giggles, leaving me at her mercy as we head towards a retro PC shop. This is...
Oh.
Oh, you're fine. Wide-eyed in amazement, I stand before what can only be described as a mountain of treasure. The retro PC shop Faris has brought me to is deep within a back alley in Akiba. I imagine only the most diehard of fans know about this place. Inside and outside the store are shelves filled with old PCs. The first set of shelves in the store are dedicated to devices that were overproduced. The prices are pretty cheap too. This includes the PC 6001, 8001, 88 series, and more. An X68, like the one enshrined in the lab's experiment room, is casually sitting here amongst the other machines. Huh? This is an FE Towns 2! I latch onto the video-equipped bronze tube TV-like body. By the time I was a small child, this particular model had been discontinued. Fortunately for me, a neighborhood friend had one at their house, and we pretend to be programmers on it. Is that an NZ80C? No. An 80K2?
Hey, look at this!
Whoa! An MC777!
The bedhead!
Never thought I'd meet a high school girl familiar with that nickname. Huh? Is this a Kanta? Holy crap, there's even a PX78! I can't help but raise my voice after seeing it sitting there naked out in the open.
Hey, Kyoma! There are a bunch of NSX units lined up over in this corner.
I can't deal. I want them all. Faris and I excitedly browse the old PCs and game consoles, making our way to the back of the store. In the back, there's a showcase of super expensive and rare machines. You know, the kinds one might expect to find in a place like this.
Ah, Papa had one of these.
Faris' eyes sparkle with delight as she puts her face up against the case. When did they put Mumu in a Steins Gate? I know, it's just a Mumu, right?
What?
Really? That's pretty amazing. This is a legit retro PC. Naturally, the price is absurd. If we're just going by basic specs, it should be dirt cheap. But you could easily buy the 10 of the latest PCs for this amount. Your dad must be one hell of a collector.
Yeah, he had all sorts of stuff.
Mayuri told me that he's the reason you're into retro PCs.
Pretty much. This brings me back. Papa took good care of this one too.
Faris continues to cast her gaze at the showcase, her eyes sparkling with delight. But despite her high spirits, I can't help but notice that she keeps referring to her father in past tense. Now that I think about it, the last time we visited her place, her mother was the only one that came to greet us.
my face?
Huh? Oh, no.
Oh, don't tell me. You haven't even told my name yet, and you've already fallen under my spell?
Don't be silly.
You're all embarrassed. That's so cute, yeah?
I pouted her, and just for a moment, she laughs and returns to her cat-like speaking style.
Ah, that was fun.
After heading up the first shop, the two of us went on to pursue the other back alley shops all across Akiba. We also checked out some retro game shops, and even got into a fierce rhythm game competition at an arcade. After wandering for a while, we eventually ended up at this open-air cafe. Paris has been in good spirits since the start of this little trip. I'm glad I invited her out. Going out like this is nice every once in a while.
By going out, you mean checking out retro PC and game shops, or...? Do you mean going out on date with girls?
You're still on that? Ferris sticks her tongue out from between her lips. Besides, in what world is a bouncing back around back alleys and PC shops in Akiba a date?
Seems perfectly date-ish to me.
Ferris puts her finger to her lip and thinks about it for a moment.
And plus, for me, this is a special place. When I was still a little kid, I'd always go for walks with Papa here. We'd jump around the maze-like alleys and look at PC shops, game shops, and all sorts of places. It was so much fun.
Ferris's gaze shifts as though she's looking far off into the distance.
And whenever we were out, Papa'd always say, Rumio, I wonder how much longer you'll be going out with me like this. When you finally find that special someone, they'll be the one standing here with you, not me. That's why this is a special place for me.
Ferris laughs softly, but I can still see a flash of loneliness in her eyes, as though she's chasing after something far in the past. The smile suddenly drops from Ferris's face as she covers her mouth. Panicked, she starts to blink rapidly. What's wrong?
I just told you my name.
Did you?
Don't be dumb. I know you heard me.
Yeah. Rumio. That's what Ferris said to me.
Ah, jeez. Now you're under my spell, Kyoma.
Nope, not yet.
What? Come on! Can't you play along just a little?
Ferris pouts with her small red lips.
I didn't realize you were such a meanie, Kyoma.
I'm a cold-hearted mad scientist. What did you expect?
Liar. You're super kind, super compassionate. Oh, and also super compassionate and super kind.
You can only think of two things. Rumio's Ferris's expression brightens, and she takes a sip of the iced tea, sitting on the table. Then, after playing with her straw for a moment...
Hey, Kyoma?
Huh?
Thanks for today. And I'm sorry.
For what?
You totally saw through me, didn't you?
I haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, Ferris Nyan Nyan still has a long way to go.
long way to go? Are you kidding me? You're a high school girl. You don't have to work yourself so hard.
There are reasons that Ferris can't do that, man.
What reasons could she be referring to? If nothing else, I feel like I'm finally starting to understand. I've always seen Ferris as a girl that lives her life at her own pace. But in all reality, she's just a normal high school girl. And that normal high school girl is shouldering an absurdly heavy burden. Hey, you know I'm always here for you. That's what friends are for, right? See, you're making that face again.
Huh?
Take a look in the mirror. You look like you don't know what to do with yourself. Again.
Uh,
I know you think you're causing us problems or whatever, but I really wish you'd stop thinking like that. I'm sure I'm not alone in feeling that way.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. As Shooter alike glare and Ferris immediately looks away. Pretty rare for someone like her who always looks people in the eyes when she talks. Yeah?
I've always been surrounded by adults. I've always fought to protect the things important to me. I've lived my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Some would smile and get close to me, just so they could use me. They'd say they were on my side, then betray me the first chance they got. There are even people out there who honestly believe they'd be better off if I didn't exist.
You're kidding. She's the high school girl. She's the tiny cat-like girl. Why? How could anyone think like that?
That's how I ended up the weirdo I am now. You know, when I look into someone's eyes, I can read their heart. I can see what they're thinking, what they want to do to me. I can see how much hostility they have toward me. I can see how they all think I'm an obstacle in their path. I can see it all. But I'll never, ever let anyone read my heart. Never. See? I'm an uncute weirdo, right?
Ferris raises the corners of her mouth just a little bit. But the usual twinkle in her eyes is gone. They're devoid of all light.
That's why I'm afraid of being with you and everyone else.
Afraid?
Yeah. All of you worry about me. None of you have any kind of ulterior motive. You just want to help me. I've never had friends like that. It scares me. I don't want to destroy these friendships. I don't want to lose them, but I don't know what to do. How can I prevent that from happening? What if one day, Kyoma, you and the others decide you don't need me anymore? What can I do? What if you all disappear from my life? I just can't stop myself from thinking the worst.
Ferris.
I know. I'm an idiot.
I can't even begin to imagine the type of world that Ferris has lived in up until now. This little soul has been fighting alone in this world for so long that she's lost sight of the things most important to her. She's lost sight of the fact that those important things are right here there in front of her, and that taking hold of them is easy as pie. Without thinking, I extend my hand and place it on Ferris's head. I ruffle her hair around.
What?
You know what? You're right. You are an idiot. I never would have guessed that you were this much of an idiot, Ferris Nyan.
Come on now. You're just being mean.
Have a little faith.
Huh?
Ferris stops reaching for her hair. You don't want to lose us? Then the answer is simple. You just have to have faith in us. You really think that one day we'll just stop needing you? That we'll disappear somewhere? Ridiculous. Absurd! We're here with you, and you're here with us. The bonds we share aren't so easily broken. No matter what happens, you will always be a lab mem. How can you not get something so simple?
I'm a lab mem? No matter what happens?
Yeah.
I get to be with you and everyone forever?
Damn straight.
You see,
Farrah's hand drops to her lap. She looks down at it. The hair I ruffled up is covering her eyes, hiding her expression. For a short while, Ferris goes silent. Without the slightest idea of what she's thinking about, I remain silent as well. The cafe is filled with people loudly chatting away around us. The blaring sun shines through our parasol and onto us. So bright that even the shade starts to look pitch black. And then, after some time, Ferris quietly raises her head. She wears a tiny smile on her face.
Kilma,
Yeah?
you're the coolest.
Her comment is so out of nowhere that I have no idea how to respond. What are you talking about?
You know, I think I really want to put you under my spell now.
Excuse me? Ferris pulls back her ruffled hair and brings her face close to mine.
I really didn't want to have to compete with Kyunyan and Mayushi, but
What do they have to do with anything? Dumbfounded by the sudden series of events, I only barely managed to squeeze the words out.
I can't believe you don't get it yet. You really are an idiot, Kyoma.
Ferris' hand zips over to my head. Huh?
Payback time.
She playfully starts messing my hair up. Whoa! Hey! Stop that!
You fell for it.
Curse you. I reach for Ferris's hair and return the favor.
Hey, stop it! Stop! I worked hard on my hair this morning.
Like I care.
Yeah, help me, yeah?
Blind to the surprise of the customers around us, Ferris and I continue to mess around with each other's hair. We eventually stop, both of us breathing heavily.
Wow, that's quite the look, Kyoma.
Right back at ya.
Jeez, you know I've got work after this, right?
Yeah, well, so do I. Hi, Bob, how are you? Oh, fucking hell, that scared the shit out of me.
Fix it for me.
Ferris points her head at me. Points her head at me. With a sigh, I comb her hair with my fingers. Ferris narrows her eyes. She's enjoying this.
This is heaven.
There. All good now. Now it's my turn.
Yeah.
I hope work was okay, Bob. Next, Ferris starts combing my hair. Her slender fingers feel absolutely delightful.
Hey, Kyoma?
Hmm?
I have faith in you. In everyone.
I see.
Yep. Also,
Huh?
I...
Oof, cock blocked. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Ah! Right at that moment, our cell phones ring almost simultaneously. Oh, both of our cell phones. I quickly reach into my pocket. Ferris immediately backs away and starts rummaging through her bag for hers. Huh? Mayuri?
Mine's from Lukanyan.
Shouldn't they both be in the middle of work?
Did something happen?
Hello?
Oh, Kyron, this is bad.
What happened?
There are a bunch of trucks, like Zoom.
Trucks?
Yeah, and the inside of the building is all like stomp, stomp, boom.
Come on, use your words. I have no idea what you mean by zoom and stomp and whatever. Mayuri's clearly panicked. Across from me, it seems like Ferris has gotten a much better explanation of the situation from Lukaku. She stands up, almost kicking the chair out from under her.
Got it. We're on our way. You and the others just stay put.
Ferris and I exchange looks before she quickly starts to make her way towards May Queen Blisneon. I'm right behind her. Look, we'll talk when I get there. Just stay put with Lukaku and the others. Got it?
Okay.
What happened?
Lukanyan sounds pretty shaken up. 4C is up to no good.
What?
Either way, we gotta hurry.
Got it. Before we realize, our brisk walk has turned into a dash. Ferris re-equips her cat ears.
Combat mode initiated, yeah?
I can see the fire in this cat girl's eyes. That same cat girl begins to send emails out to different people while she sprints towards her cafe. What the?
Yeah.
Ferris and I stand wide-eyed in shock in front of May Queen Blisneon. Mayuri wasn't kidding when she said there were trucks going zoom. Every street surrounding the building that May Queen Blisneon occupies is filled with moving trucks. Workers are going to and fro, carrying pieces of furniture and other assorted items. Oh. Ferris and I rush up the stairs and burst into May Queen.
What? It's Kyron and Ferris-chan.
Yeah, I did say squared, you're right, but I don't want to say squared every time. Mayuri immediately runs up to us. Lukaku and the other maids also walk over, uneasy expressions on their faces.
Is everyone okay? Nothing scary happened to you, yeah?
No, we're all okay.
What's going on? All the stores and offices in the building. They're all in a hurry to leave.
Not gonna happen, Sarah. Everyone besides us?
Yeah. Yeah. Ferris noticed that the buildings here were closed up shop lately, but
What's 4C up to? Oh no. That's me.
Oh.
It's you.
Ha ha ha. I'll fill you in, my delicious little sacrifices.
May Queen Nyan Nyan. I look toward the source of the pompous, unpleasant voice in the doorway. There I see someone equally as unpleasant. You bastard!
Your tiny little hearts must be on the verge of bursting under the pressure of fear and terror.
4C and his goons loudly enter the cafe.
What's the meaning of this, Nya?
Why does 4C look like a knockoff JoJo villain? I don't know.
Whoa there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even been formally introduced yet.
Nya?
Who'd have thought that such a young Brad was the owner of a cafe like this?
Damn it. He figured it out. Now that he knows Ferris is the owner, who knows what he'll do. I step out in front of her, trying to act as something of a shield. I signal with my hand for Mayuri, Lukaku, and the others to take refuge in the back of the kitchen.
Huh. Look at the sad little mutt pretending to be a knight. You stand before the new emperor reigning over this city. You dare stand against Emperor 4C?
Her? That's a laugh. You've only gone this far because of your skeevy tactics. Toya and Kyomo would never take the knee for such a coward.
Skeevy tactics, you say? Huh. Filthy low-class commoner. You know nothing of my strategic brilliance. Or should I have said mongrel instead?
Oh my god.
This is just business, my friend. It's different from whatever make-believe game you're playing.
Enough with the pretentious talk. What the hell are you up to?
You mean all of that?
4C shoots a look of satisfaction out the window. Huge numbers of workers are packing things into trucks.
You want to know? You really want to know? What you see before you is the Duke of Darkness. Next grand plan. For you see, even if his opponents are mere pawns, a king must always crush his enemies.
4C gestures widely as ever, all while barfing up his absurdities.
Very well. The great Gaia has ordered me to inform you of my amazing deeds.
After a long, extremely unnatural pause, 4C opens his mouth to speak.
For you see, this building will soon be mine.
3, 2, 1.
What?
What? Or, huh? I don't know
Oh.
which one that was. It
I
doesn't
don't
matter.
know.
Ferris and I can't help but look, but be taken aback.
I see my brilliance is too much for your puny brains to comprehend. To be exact, the monetary fund backing me is purchasing it, but they've put me in charge of all business decisions here. This is my castle.
4C proudly begins to lay out his plan to us. Apparently he had been steadily working on this eviction project, offering tenants in the building large sums of money as compensation, and even larger threats. We're so focused on trying to rebuild May Queen plus Nyan that we let all of it slip right under our noses. A fatal miscalculation.
And now, at last, today, the evictions are finally finished. The time has come for the hunter, the tiger lying in wait, to bare his fangs and strike his prey. And of course, that tiger is me, and you are my prey.
4C stares straight at us as he licks his lips. Oh, whoa.
Buying the building, kicking everyone out. What are you after, Nya?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to create heaven.
Heaven?
Precisely. I'm going to renovate the entire building. Every floor and inch will be occupied by maid cafes, net cafes, darts, bars, pool bars, every type of amusement you can think of. This building will metamorphosis into a great entertainment metropolis known only as Four Seas Heaven.
I can see Ferris grinding her teeth in frustration. A fire burns in her eyes as she glares at the man in front of her. No attempt to mask that rage. Horsey grins broadly, soaking it all in.
Now then, with that said,
Horsey takes out what appears to be a stack of documents.
I'll need a signature from the owner of Mayqueen as well.
What is this?
Documents to cancel the tenant contract. Considering our wonderful friendship, I've made the terms most agreeable to you.
Now hold on. Why should she have to sign this?
Say what?
The law is on her side. You can't force her to sign anything.
Shut up, amateur. Who said I'm forcing her? I'm simply asking her. The soldier of fortune of the food industry, the great cafe producer of darkness, 4C, is here, bowing his head to her.
Horsey brings his sweaty face too close for comfort.
You see, the first through the fourth floors of this building are already scheduled to become new age maid cafes, operated by yours truly. I'm not sure an old dumpy cafe will see much foot traffic going forward. I can't be responsible for what happens to this place. Believe me, I'd love to share the stage as fellow entertainers, but there's a time and place for everything, no?
Damn you. He's trying to cut us off. He's proclaiming to our faces that he plans on isolating us in the building if we don't do what he says. You damn coward.
Coward? Not at all. You're just idiots. A tiny, slow Siamese cat is nothing before my razor-sharp black fangs.
Horsey, drunk on his own words, shouts into the air. He then shoves the documents towards Ferris.
Come, give in, and just sign the papers.
Never knew.
Ferris announces her intentions clearly and concisely, and then moves to tear up the papers.
Are you crazy?
Horsey's eyes widen and he quickly tries to grab the documents. With the worst possible timing, Ferris' head just happens to be in the trajectory of Force's hand. Watch out! The moment I shout, Force's hand violently hits Ferris in the head. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ferris staggers back, holding her head in her hands. Ferris! I immediately leap towards her, holding her in my arms to shield her. In all the chaos, Forsey and I end up colliding. Ugh. Upon seeing this all unfold, Forsey's goons charge at me. Oh, you bastard! Gah! An impressive counterpunch hits me square in the jaw.
Kilma?
Kyron.
Wakabe-san!
My jaw feels like it's going to explode. The pain runs through my head, my ears ringing loudly. My vision turns black for a moment. Doesn't mean you want to be Goonbee.
Take this.
Die! And then I feel the pain from a second and third hit. The goons mercilessly punch and kick me. Take this and that! Ah!
Hiya!
Ah!
You fools. Cease this at once. Getting physical is strictly prohibited. Stop it.
Forsey regains his sense and immediately starts yelling at his goons. Unfortunately, they're so fired up they don't even hear his orders. Still shielding Ferris from danger, I do my best to endure their flurry of violence. But after repeated kicks to the legs and abdomen, I've about hit my limit.
Yoma!
I think I can hear Ferris speaking to me, but my consciousness is beginning to fade. And then, my body slowly begins to fall forward. Huh? What? No matter how long I wait, the impact from hitting the floor never arrives. Someone's hand is firmly grabbing me by the collar.
Are you alright, Ocarine?
Daru? That hand is Daru's. And? Gah! Part-time warrior. Shizuha twists the arm of one of my attackers behind his back and holds him down. The other man seems to have undergone the same treatment. They stumble backwards. As I turn my head to look, I see Kiriso and Moika standing in front of Ferris and I protecting us.
Sorry we're late.
Are you okay?
But why?
Ferris emailed us.
That's right. Ferris was sending emails out when we were heading here. She must have been contacting the other lab mems.
Ocarine!
We need to treat you quick!
Mayuri and Lukaku are half in tears as they run over to me. I'm fine. Daru lets me go and I try standing up by myself. My entire body feels like it's on fire. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anything. It looks like I've broken any bones or sustained any internal damage. I should be okay. Behold! Hyoyin Kyoma is immortal. Fear not, comrades in arms. I can tell that my lab members are worried about me, so I proclaim my well-being in a loud voice, as loud as a voice as I can muster. Ow, 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 ow. Of course, my entire body starts to ache in pain immediately after.
Who the hell are you people?
Forsey's eyes are open wide. After seeing my lab mems burst into the scene, and then witnessing Shizuha, this surprised me too. Uses her martial arts skills to defang his subordinates. He's clearly in shock.
Wait, aren't you the maids here?
Oh, I've seen you've heard of us.
You're not normal maids, are you?
Damn right we aren't.
She's no ordinary maid. She's the infamous Hell Maid, exclusive to perverted gentlemen only.
Shut your hole.
Oh, so delicious.
In any case, Mr. Forsey, don't think we'll let your evil acts go any further.
Evil acts, you say?
Kiryu-san, could you hand that over to Ferris-san?
Moika gives Ferris a stack of papers. It's the article that Moika's been conducting interviews for.
Thanks, Moanyan.
What? What is it?
Oh, this? It's just one of our many trump cards we plan on using against you.
What?
You see, this article's going to be running in magazines pretty soon, yeah?
Ferris slaps a stack of papers into 4C's hands. 4C, still dazed and confused, looks down at the article in question.
Huh.
His brow springs up in surprise.
What do you think, Nya? I personally think it's quite the read.
First buyouts. Scanning via intimidation.
And don't forget all those rumors about violence, Nya. You know, like what just happened now.
You'd have quite the scandal in your hands if this gets out, my friend. Joker moment. 4C flings the article at me and bursts into laughter. What's so funny?
You fools. I am the one and only 4C, the Black-Winged Emperor, loved by Gaia herself.
Did he finally snap?
Maybe.
Silence, fools. Listen very carefully. It seems you haven't the slightest clue of what you're getting into. Did you really think you could drive me out of town with an article like this? This is a great article. Marvelous, even. You did your research, certainly. I've got about as much respect for your snake-like tenacity as the rubbish in a trash can. However, an article like this would only feed my audience. They love dark gossip. Do you really think the police would mobilize based on this alone? You truly believe that you can kill my social standing, eh? I've never once broken the law, technically.
4C shouts proudly, as though he's already won.
For you see, I am the creator of nightmares, Demiurge. My body is not but darkness. No matter how many dark deeds you expose, they are all but small decorations to me.
I quickly scanned through the article that 4C threw at me. Right in there are multiple testimonies about 4C's vicious tactics. There's not a soul out there who wouldn't raise their eyebrows in shock at its actions. They're unforgivable. But he's right. That's all that happened. 4C might be a weirdo, but he's cunning. He's made sure to keep his hands clean. He always barely skirts by on the edge of the law. This wouldn't last a month in the gossip rags before other stories overshadowed it. The residents of Akiba might distance themselves from 4C's joints at first, but that probably wouldn't last more than a few months. And when everything else dies down, his twisted paradise, 4C's heaven, would still be built here. It kills me to admit it, but he's right. They should have just gone with tax evasion like Capone, yeah. But this isn't over.
You say what?
Can't afford to lose here. That's right, we can't lose. We won't lose. Daru, is it ready? I stare straight at my right-hand man. He gives me a thumbs up and grins, perhaps the coolest smile he's ever made. In all the time we've been together, Daru has never looked more like a real hero than he does now. That's how reliable that smile of his is.
You just barely got it done.
That's why you're my supreme right-hand man. You're right, there was no smile.
Take it. Just what the mad scientist ordered.
Daru proudly exclaims as he coolly whips out a stack of what appears to be freshly printed papers and tosses them. Unfortunately, the papers aren't actually stapled together, so they scatter to the floor before even getting anywhere close to my hands.
Whoops. That's not good.
Daru, see what happens when you try to act cool, damn it. Just give them to me like a normal person. Daru and I hurriedly pick up the papers off the floor and once again face 4C.
Huh? And what's that supposed to be?
Hi, Ari, how you doing? Have a good lurk.
Hmm.
Ew.
What?
You fool. You call yourself an emperor, but you're nothing more than a criminal.
Huh?
Indeed, you are cunning. I'll give you that. But you've gone to great lengths to make sure you never broke the law. On the surface, at least. So, you're right. This article alone is not enough for the police to act on. I paused dramatically. Wait a second, didn't Forsey do the same thing not too long ago? Fine, I'll make this just a double pause. However, upon seeing these numbers, don't you think certain people might take great interest in your dealings? I dramatically hold the papers up to Forsey's eyes. For example, the National Tax Agency! Damn, Bob, you called it.
Huh?
Forsey turns pale for the first time. It's just like that one scene from that drama they were playing on TV the other day. Don't get the wrong idea, this is a homage. I'm not copying anything, I swear. It's a mere coincidence that my lines are the same. Seriously.
This is...
Forsey's intense stare nearly burns a hole through the papers. A series of rather stunning figures are plastered all over them.
You bastard. Where did you?
Beats me. But you sure have a whole lot saved up, pal. I'm pretty jealous. Put into that stack of papers are an assortment of other companies and accounts outside of Forsey's front company. Skillfully crafted dummy companies' personal bank accounts, none of them in Forsey's name, along with a detailed investigation of their cash flow. Thank you, Obo.
This isn't evidence. This is just some made-up bullshit.
Like I said, as long as the necessary parties have their interest piqued, it's all good. What happens after that is none of my business.
Oh, and I'm sure your backers would be quite fascinated by these numbers, yeah?
Ugh.
Forsey looks as if he's seen a ghost. Looks like he's seen a ghost. Seeing this as a chance to strike, I raise my voice. Now, cursed serpent! Rusted Metal King, this land belongs not to you. Be gone.
Ugh.
A pale Forsey glances down at the numbers, and then back up at us before finally turning bright red. And then...
You bastards. I'll remember this.
What is he, a third-rate villain? After dropping his corny final line, he and his goons flee with their tails between their legs. Ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, Kyron, are you okay?
Do you need more freezy warm packs, yeah?
Not long after driving off 4C, Mayuri and Ferris are seeing to my wounds. Kirisu, Lukaku, and Moika went to the drugstore to buy medicine. Daru returned to the lab to collect more data on 4C financials. I had Suzuha go with them as a bodyguard just in case. No, seriously. I'm okay. I'm immortal. Ow, 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 ow.
Stop it! Yeah, stop moving around!
I'm more worried about you. He got you right in the head. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just got a little bump, that's all.
Ferris has a cold pack pressed to her forehead. A young woman like you needs to be more careful.
Yeah. I'm really sorry you ended up like this because of me.
Don't sweat it. How many times have I told you we're friends, right? Right?
Yeah. You've got the medicine! Is this enough for now?
Lukaku and the others open the door, bags of medicine in hand. Whoa, wait a sec. You guys bought way too much.
I figured.
We were in a rush, so...
Ayo?
Okay, Okairan, take off your clothes.
Wait, why?
We have to apply the medicine, silly.
Wait, come on, hold up. I'm not gonna strip in front of all these girls. Ayo?
Are you seriously worried about that right now? Jeez, just take it all off.
Ah, stop! Don't pull! Ow, ow! The pain coursing through my body keeps me putting up too much resistance, and Kiryu strips me down like a doll. Yo. Why are you turning red? This is totally your fault.
I'm not turning red. Damn it.
Fine, whatever. Just look the other way. Making me embarrassed.
I know. I know. Come on, Urushibara-san, let's look the other way.
Okay.
What? Lukaku, you're a guy! Why the hell are you turning red?
I'm sorry, I swear. I wasn't thinking about how big and strong your back looked, Okabe Kyoma-san. Now, Kyoma. You're just gonna hurt yourself if you yell like that, nya. Here, Ferris will put the medicine on for you, nya.
No, I can do that myself. Thank you, Bob.
Don't be shy, nya. Come on, show me your back.
Before I can even object, Ferris has circled around to my back. She slowly starts rubbing the medicine on. Her thin, gentle fingers tickle a little.
Did that hurt? Sorry, nya.
No, I'm fine. There's no way I can tell that feels good. Or that it tickles. Hey, yo!
Okay, that should do it, nya. Now I'll do your front.
What if we just crop it like the bottom? Do you think people walking at a weird time? What kind of game are we playing? Did she just say front? What? Wait a minute. I can definitely do that myself.
No way, nya. Ferris is gonna rub it all over you.
And Mayushi will take this side.
Ferris and Mayuri surround me. They're... Wait, hold on, I want to do something. They're moist. Hands creeping around along my body. Catboy classy. Alright, let's go. I did that with reverb, by the way, on stream. What? Ah! Stop it, you two!
Is this your weak spot, Kyoma? Take this.
Rubby rub.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
I'm not sure how much more I can handle listening to this.
That was a cursed moist. I'm happy you liked it. Kirisu still has her back to me, ears red as she yells. Meanwhile, Lukaku is hanging his head down. Oh no.
I'm so jealous of them.
What did he mean by that? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Let's talk about the aftermath, shall we? Just as planned, after 4C's shady cash flow came to light, he found himself in the crosshairs of some terrifying government officials. Rumor has it that his companies are set to be under investigation in the near future. To make matters better for us, Moeka's later articles would reveal that he did in fact appear to have broken the law on multiple occasions. Thanks to Operation Freja, Make-Me Blisnian has started to bounce back. And 4C, in a panic, went just a little bit too far at trying to crush us. Wait, what? You want me to say that and then, like, do a meow? I can do it. Yeah, I love to feel all Nya hands all over me, Nya. Because I am Catboy Classy, Nya.
I expect somebody to clip that for later.
Oh god, no.
Cursed.
This is a very cursed stream. According to Moeka, the evictions in Making Blisnian building would produce a whole lot of smoke if investigated. You know what they say about smoke? All of 4C's backers had abandoned him, and his influence over Akiba was declining rapidly. The day he becomes a hyper-whatever producer, in name only, is likely just around the corner. And that, my friends, is how the third Akihabara Maid Cafe war came to a close. Older maid cafes that had gone out of business or moved have slowly been returning to their original spots, taking the place of 4C's businesses. And in a bit of happy news, many of Make-Me's regulars have started to come back. As for what us lab members are up to, well, with Operation Freja complete, our work at Make-Me Blisnian was supposed to have to come to an end, but it appears as though we've gained quite the fan base among certain crowds, making it a bit difficult to quit.
Your order?
Oh, Anne or...
I'll be A this time. Hey, Luka-kun. Come on, pretty please. Cosplay as Kirari-chan. We can't find anyone who'd suit her better than you.
We asked Mayuri-chan to make a costume just for you.
The Majoshi army points over at Mayushi Nanan, busy serving customers at another table.
I said I can't cosplay.
Madams, could I please request that you give our maid a little bit of a break? Also, hurry up and make your orders, damn. Please decide on your order. God damn it, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. Hey, Seb-sama.
Yes?
You should help us get Luka-kun to cosplay.
I'm sure Luka-kun would do whatever his beloved Seb-sama wanted him to.
Damn you all, I'm not his beloved.
Okabe, Seb-sama. Do you want to see me try cosplay too?
Lukaku's expression is oddly serious.
In that case, I'll do it. Oh no.
Let me count you down.
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Lukaku, seriously?
Oh no.
My head aching from all this, I flee from the area as soon as I can, spotting our hellmaid tormenting some of her slaves, or customers. Think Daru. At another table.
What's wrong with you? Just eat it, you pathetic maggots. How am I supposed to clean this?
You want more water? Huh. Some muddy water from the street is good enough for a gross dog like you. You spilled this much. You better not have done this on purpose to get me to clean it. Go on, lick it up with that filthy tongue of yours.
Christina? Is just my imagination? Is this just my imagination, or do you seem to be enjoying this far more than when you first started? No. This can't be. Don't tell me you've opened Stein's... No. The gate seems... the gate to some strange, terrifying world?
I love my mask. Oops. Ah, see? That's why I told you that you need to write in smaller letters with the chocolate. I love my mask is all that fits. And what's with all this whipped cream? I've never seen a pancake like this in my entire life. Sorry.
Standing around a customer's table, Suzuha is scolding her troublesome big sister. And this is yet another famous combination that's come into the existence here at Making Plus Neon. In fact, they're so popular they've already taken on the other roles as sisters. Hell, we have customers that just sit back and smile as they enjoy watching the two go back and forth. Almost like a comedy act. Finally, who could forget our star performer, Daru, in a penguin suit. Was so poorly received that he only lasted a single day.
But why? I'm not okay with this. Everyone said I was super cute.
It's your own damn fault, you zombie penguin bastard. Harsh. The day the costume was completed, Penguin Daru went off to Chuidori to hand out flyers. And yeah, he really was a big hit with the ladies. They all get really cozy talking about how cute he was. Some of these girls would even hug him. Unfortunately, those same hugs caused him to grow overexcited, resulting in him passing out in a terrible nosebleed. The bleeding was so bad that eventually the penguin was soaked in blood, like something out of a horror movie. The zombie penguin of his was already become a bit of an urban legend here in Akiba and will likely be passed on to future generations. Oh, that's right. There's one more thing I forgot to mention. We managed to finish shooting and editing the PV for Making Bliss Nian. It's already up on the streaming site. It goes without saying that its overall quality is below substandard. But nonetheless, it's being widely received thanks to the main heroines, Lukaku Zagai performance, along with the rest of the women that appear in it. As for me, well, I'm popular with the Fujoshi crowd. As usual, the men, on all the other hand, hate my guts. It's gotten hard to deal with, so I stopped looking at internet comments. Oh, and I'm not the only victim either.
Ugh, oh no. I can't ever go back to America. How can I possibly show my face to everyone in the lab?
Apparently, Kirisu had been telling herself that since the PV was for a tiny maid cafe in Akiba. There's no way it would make the rounds. However, our university professors managed to find it with no problem, and apparently enjoyed it quite a bit. They ended up sending the whole video around via mailing list. By the time Kirisu noticed, it was too late. Now she's famous around the campus for her second name, Akihabara Maid Girl. To make matters worse, folks are trying to get her to dance at some kind of samba event in the States next month. They wanted her to wear cat ears and a maid outfit, of course. And so Kirisu is constantly having to deal with emails from the States, day in and day out, every now and then. You can hear her muttering things like, I said I'm not going to dress up as a maid, or I don't even know how to dance the samba. That's about the long story and short of it. Or the long and short of it. It may be gradual, but the wounds received during the war are slowly starting to heal.
Yeah. Good work, Nya.
Thanks. I'm actually getting pretty used to it. At least compared to the beginning, anyway.
Cool.
Ferris and I worked on the late shift today, so we were the last ones in the cafe. I decided to walk her back to her place after heading to the lab. We're walking through Akiba together. Forsey has vanished from Akiba. He's mostly on the run, but there's no guarantee that he won't ever come for Ferris, seeking revenge. Of course, Ferris isn't the only one I'm concerned about. I made sure not to tell the other girls, Lukako included, to not go anywhere alone at night. Plus, you've cheered up. That's enough to wipe away my fatigue.
Huh?
That's what Mayuri was saying earlier.
Oh, you surprised me, Nya.
Oh, I feel the same way. Your cheerfulness is infectious.
Really, Nya?
Yeah.
That's a little embarrassing.
Farah scratches her cheek with her index finger. She continues to wear her carefree smile as we keep walking in silence. With nothing to say, I just quietly stay next to her. The night breeze passing underfoot hints at the coming of autumn. As I look up, my view is filled with the sea of buildings. Their stores closed up for the day. In the starless sky, their neon signs are the only things illuminating the night. This is the true form of Akihabara. A chaotic mishmash of different buildings, skyscrapers, and multiplex structures.
Yoma?
What's up? I continue to look up at the Akiba sky.
Thank you so much. I mean it. You've given me so much.
I noticed Fair's speaking mannerisms have changed. I turned to look at her. There, I didn't find Ferris Nyan, but Rumio, the ordinary high school girl. Her cat ears are gone. Ferris.
I know I said this before, but up until now, I've never had any friends I could open up to. No matter how painful it was, no matter how much I wanted to cry, there was no one who could save me. No prince in shining armor.
Prince?
Sorry, to be honest, I'm actually really childish. I've always been waiting for a prince to come and save me. Silly, right?
Ferris bashfully raises the corners of her mouth a little. Were we able to become your prince?
Yeah.
I'm glad. The breeze blows yet again. It's soft and gentle, and Ferris' twin tails sway from side to side. And then suddenly, Ferris stops in place, looking up at me. I instinctively stop as well, looking down at her. Our gazes intertwine, drawn to each other. I can see Ferris's cheeks start to redden, her eyes glistening.
It's just, there's something I've tried to ask you so many times that I can never work up the courage.
What is it? Go on, hit me. I'll do anything.
Really?
Yeah, as long as it's within my abilities.
I see.
Ferris pauses in hesitation. Her clear jade eyes remain unmoving. as though she's trying to peer deep within into my soul. And then...
Hey, do you remember that spell I told you about?
A spell? Oh, yeah.
My name right now is different from my true name. And if you hear it, Kyoma, you might fall under its spell. You'd fall in love with me.
Oh, that was me, sorry.
Oh.
Didn't I tell you it didn't work? My heart starts racing as I reply to her. I feel like the pitch of my voice has gone up, too.
Yeah, but you know, that was all a lie. The person affected by that spell doesn't fall in love with me. It's the reverse.
The reverse? Ferris slowly brings her face close to mine. She's standing on her tiptoes. The distance between us is so small that our faces would touch if either of us moved.
You see, I'll actually fall in love with the person who calls me Rumiho.
What?
That's why I've always wanted to ask you. Please, call me Rumiho.
Everything around us is stopped. The only place where time flows is in the space between our gazes. I can feel her warmth as she clings tightly to me. It's almost as if she's the only person that exists in this entire world. Is this heartbeat my own? Or is it hers? And then... I can see the tears beginning to well in Ferris's eyes. These tiny beads of light quickly grow larger, on the verge of rolling down her cheeks.
You won't say it?
Rumi...
Mm.
And then Rumiho's lips cover mine. This mysterious feeling is warm, sweet, and yet somehow heart-rending. It melts between our lips. Our lips continue to seek each other for some time, enchanted with one another.
Yeah.
And at last we slowly pull away. Hey?
Nope, not gonna let you say it!
What? Sarah sticks her tongue out from between their lips that she just kissed me with, and promptly leaps back. And then quickly re-equips her cat ears.
There's Nyan Nyan belongs to everyone, yeah?
Back to her usual hijinks, she loudly declares her motto. You damn cat girl!
Ferris has cast a new spell on you, Kyoma.
Is it this time?
You'll be Ferris's servant from here on out.
Ferris whips her twin tails as she turns around and starts to run. I chase right after her. Curse you, that's cheating! That sort of magic will never work on me.
Too late, Nya. Plus, that was Ferris's first, so it's super duper strong.
I said wait up, you damn cat girl demon!
I'm no demon. I'm an angel, nya ha ha.
Ferris and I wear big smiles on our faces as we race through the labyrinth of the alleyways. Amidst the flood of neon lights, the buildings that occupy quietly look down upon us. Tomorrow, this town will once again be filled with its hustle and bustle. Tomorrow and the day after that, this town will continue to be a fun place to open to any and all. A place that will continue to burst with dreams and hope for all to see. Just like the smile this mischievous little cat girl is wearing as she runs ahead of me. And as my mind races with these thoughts, I continue to chase after that little cat. Forever. That was cute.
Ferris cats are always cute.
Yeah.
Naru's play was a bit weird.
Yes, it was.
That's so real.
Although, I think I'm gonna end it here. I forgot to eat dinner today. I just realized.
Oh,
And like, I was
okay.
not feeling good through that whole thing. So we'll pick it up.
See.
I know. I'm forgetful.
Dum dum.
Baka.
Okay, I'm gonna say I forgot I didn't save, but then I realized we finished the route, so it doesn't matter. Ugh. Yeah.
No cliffhangers this time.
No cliffhangers this time, and then we'll start the next route next time with Lou.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna find someone to raid. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I am going to send you to. How about? Oh god, I hear myself ill. Disgusting. How about I send you to Krabby, who's playing Spookies Jump Scare Mansion. I remember when I played that a long time ago.
Was it spooky?
Couple got me.
Well, if there's any loud noises, I would jump, so.
It starts off like really not scary, like it's kind of a joke, and then as you get further, it gets a bit scarier.
I get jump scared by, like, the
Like
loud jump scares that are supposed to be there, like steam going off.
At the start of the game, cupcakes jump scare you on wooden planks. Alright, give Krabby some love. Goodbye.
Bye bye.